I've worked in finance for several years, and here are the 6 best high-yield savings accounts in 2024 in no particular order. First is the American Express high-yield savings account, which currently offers a 4.25% APY and is FDIC insured up to $250,000. It has no minimum balance requirements and no monthly fees, but the best thing about this account is you get access to Amex's customer service team 24/7 if you need any help. I personally use the Amex Platinum credit card, and I can confidently say that Amex has one of the best customer service experiences that I've ever experienced when it comes to a large financial institution. But what many people don't know is that you can actually supercharge your Amex high-yield savings account by combining it with the Amex Rewards checking account. It offers a 1% APY, which is one of the highest rates for a checking account that I've ever seen. Their checking account will also give you access to a debit card, and whenever you buy stuff with the card, you'll earn Amex membership reward points, which you can then exchange for travel. So if you find yourself constantly calling customer service for help with your accounts, or you're just really bored and you want someone to talk to, then the Amex high-yield savings account might be for you. I'll leave some links below if you want to check out the Amex account or any of the other accounts mentioned in this video. Next is a high-yield savings account that offers one of the highest yields that I have ever seen. The UFB Direct Savings Account offers a 5.25% APY, which in itself is absolutely amazing, but I'll even show you how you can get that number up to 5.45% APY. I've been using UFB Direct for a while now, and it's a really great option if you're just looking for the highest interest rate that you can get for your money. UFB Direct is FDIC insured up to $250,000 and has no minimum balance requirements and no monthly fees. But my absolute favorite thing about UFB is that it delivers exactly what you're looking for, a super high interest rate with no extra fluff or unnecessary features. So if you open up their high-yield savings account, you'll automatically get access to their 5.25% APY. But if you follow this 4-step process, you can add on an additional 0.20% APY. Step 1, when you sign up for the UFB savings account, it'll ask if you want to open up a UFB Freedom checking account, which is what you'll need to take advantage of the extra 0.20%, which is actually split into 3 different tiers. Step 2, to get the extra 0.05% increase rate, you need to set up direct deposits that total $5,000 monthly. Step 3, to get the extra 0.10% rate, you need to maintain a minimum balance of $10,000. And step 4, to get the extra 0.15% rate, you need to make 10 approved debit transactions per statement cycle. After you complete the above steps, you'll get the additional 0.20% rate, which turns your account into a 5.45% high-yield savings account. But I will say maintaining the 4-step process does require a bit of effort, and it might not be worth it for you for just an extra 0.20%. But the great thing is you don't need to do every single step. For instance, if you have an extra $10,000 in one of your accounts right now, you can just move it to UFB and take advantage of step 3 and just get that extra 0.10% rate. But even if you don't do any of these steps, you'll still get the 5.25% rate, which is one of the highest rates available today. And I want to bring something really important up near the beginning of this video because many people don't realize what they're missing out on by using really big banks like Chase, Wells Fargo, or Bank of America. The problem with using these national banks is that they offer horrendous rates, as low as 0.01% for their savings accounts. And here's what the difference in just a few percentage points looks like. So if you deposit $10,000 in a Chase savings account at a 0.01% interest rate, which is what it is, you'd only earn $1 in interest by the end of the year. But if you put $10,000 into a high-yield savings account like UFB Direct at 5.45% interest rate, you'd earn $545 by the end of the year. That's a 545 times difference for just putting your money in a different account. And one of my very first sources of passive income was actually opening a high-yield savings account, and it continues to pay me hundreds of dollars in interest every single month without me doing anything. So I'll go ahead and leave some links below if you want to check out UFB Direct or any of the other accounts in this video. Next is the high-yield savings account with Goldman Sachs, one of the biggest investment banks in the United States. Their high-yield savings account is called Marcus, and they offer a 4.40% APY and is FDIC insured up to $250,000. It has no monthly fees or any minimum balance requirements, but the feature that distinguishes it from every other high-yield savings account in this video is they offer same-day transfers for amounts up to $100,000 that allows you to start accruing interest with your money immediately. Depending on your needs, this feature can be really helpful because with most other high-yield savings accounts, you do have to wait a day or a few days to complete the money transfer before you can have access to your funds. Now for me, and I think most people would agree, I personally don't mind waiting a few days to access my money, but again, it really depends on your personal situation. Similar to Amex, Marcus doesn't really offer the highest rate out of all the accounts mentioned in this video, but it does make up for this with its instant transfer feature. Next is a high yield savings account that offers the most features that I've ever seen. Ally Bank's high yield savings account offers a 4.20% APY and is FDIC insured up to $250,000. They don't have any minimum balance requirements or any monthly fees, and the best thing about Ally Bank are the 3 specific features that are baked inside of their high yield savings accounts that you might find really helpful. First, Ally Bank's saving buckets can help you reach your saving goals faster and easier. Basically, it allows you to designate different amounts of money for different purposes inside of your account with saving buckets. So for instance, if you have $10,000 in your account, you can create different buckets and easily split up that $10,000 towards different saving goals. Like you can put $5,000 towards an emergency fund, $3,000 towards vacations, and $2,000 for a wedding. Next, roundups can help you save more money without you even trying. If you pair your Ally high yield savings account with an Ally spending account, then Ally can track all the spending you do with a debit card and then round up your purchases to the nearest dollar. For example, if you spend $70.72 at a clothing store, Ally will round it up to $71. And that extra 28 cents doesn't go to that clothing store, but rather Ally will move it to your savings account automatically once the roundup total hits $5. Next, surprise savings is another great feature to help you save more money without even trying. Basically, Ally will analyze your income and your spending patterns from your checking account, which by the way doesn't have to be an Ally account, and then just based on your patterns, Ally will identify small, safe amounts of money that could be earning you more money if they were put into your high yield savings accounts. And then once Ally identifies that, they'll automatically move that money into your high yield savings account. And don't worry, they're not gonna move massive amounts of money that you might need. They'll only make transfers in amounts under $100 and no more than 3 times a week. And again, just similar to Amex and Marcus, Ally doesn't offer the highest rates from all the accounts in this video, but they do make up for it with plenty of saving features. Next, SoFi checking and saving. SoFi basically combines their accounts together so you automatically sign up for both a checking and a savings account. They offer a 4.6% APY for any money you keep in their high yield savings account and a 0.5% APY for money kept in their high yield checking account. Similar to the other accounts, SoFi doesn't have any account fees or minimum balance requirements, but they do offer FDIC insurance up to $2 million, whereas all the other accounts on this list only offer FDIC insurance up to $250,000. And just depending on how much money you personally have, FDIC insurance up to $250K or up to $2 million might not really matter. But the biggest difference with SoFi's high yield savings account is that they're the only account in this video that's offering a $300 sign-up bonus. But before you jump for joy, there are 2 requirements that you need to meet in order to get that full $300. First, you need to set up direct deposits, and according to SoFi, a direct deposit is a deposit into your account from a payroll, benefits provider, or government agency, meaning deposits from like just doing a PayPal transfer or a Venmo transfer, or even a private wire transfer doesn't qualify. On the bright side, setting up a direct deposit is pretty simple. You just provide your employer with your account number and your routing number, and then you should be good to go. Once you set up direct deposit, you'll get full access to a bunch of different features that I'll talk about later in the video. You'll also get to take advantage of that 4.6% APY in the high yield savings account. And this is really important because if you don't set up direct deposits, then your high yield savings account will only offer 1.2% APY. The second requirement you need to complete to get that $300 sign-up bonus is you need to receive a certain amount of money in the form of direct deposits within a 25-day window. According to SoFi, the terms for the $300 sign-up bonus is based on different tiers, which means if your direct deposits totals between $1,000 and $4,999.99 within that 25-day window, then you're gonna get that $50 sign-up bonus. But if you receive direct deposits totaling $5,000 or more, then you get to take advantage of that full $300 sign-up bonus. Now, SoFi also offers 3 additional really cool features that can help you manage your money better. First, if you set up direct deposits like we mentioned earlier, you can get your paychecks up to 2 days earlier. Next, SoFi offers this feature called vaults that can help you reach your saving goals faster and easier. Basically, it lets you set up different vaults for different saving goals, which is pretty similar to the savings bucket feature that I mentioned with the Ally Bank account. Basically, you can have different vaults for different saving goals, like if you're saving for an emergency fund, a vacation fund, or for a down deposit for a house. Next, you also get a debit card with SoFi's checking account, which allows you to do two really cool things. First, you can take money out from over 55,000 ATMs without needing to pay any additional fees. And second, you can actually have the ability to earn cash back by swiping your debit card, which isn't a common thing that everyone offers. And the cash back can be as high as 15% on certain retailers. The SoFi saving and checking account is a great option if you already have a steady direct deposit and you're not necessarily looking for the highest rate for your money. And even if you don't have $5,000 or more in direct deposits in order to qualify for that full $300 sign-up bonus, you can still most likely get the $50 sign-up bonus, which is better than nothing, and you can take advantage of the 4.6% rate. And again, I'll share some links below if you want to check out SoFi or any of the other accounts in this video. Next is the Laurel Road High Yield Savings Account, which offers a 5.15% APY. There's no monthly deposit requirements or any monthly fees, and it's insured up to $250,000. Similar to UFB Direct, Laurel Roads offers exactly what you're looking for, a high interest rate account with no extra fluff or unnecessary features. But the most unique thing about Laurel Roads is that they offer a bunch of other financial service features that you might find beneficial. For instance, if you currently have student loans, they offer student loan forgiveness consultations and student loan refinancing options. Laurel Road is a good option if you're looking for just a really high rate for your money, which leads me to something that you've got to start accepting. And it's that even if you're trying your hardest to make the most out of your money, sometimes you might still feel like you're not doing it enough. And that might be because you don't know how the 1% manage their money. Click here to find out what the wealthy are doing so you can start immediately.